Hi folks, and welcome back to Stewart's Cove. I'm Rob Stewart, your how-to handyman, and today we're going to talk about heat pumps. And what I'm going to do, I have a major issue here with my heat pump and the Defrost control board. Had an AC guy come out here. He gave me a quote, $400 to $500 to replace it, and that's under warranty. I'm going to fix it today for 75 bucks, the cost of the control board. All right, first step you want to do, folks, is kill the power to your AC unit. They're, by code, they're right next to the unit. Mine's right here. All right, let me explain real quick on the heat pump and the defrost mode. What happens is when it's 40 degrees or lower out and the humidity's still a little high, the entire coil will freeze up on you, turn into a block of ice. It can ruin the unit. It'll cause you to turn over to emergency heat inside the house, and that cranks on your heating elements and just starts spinning your electric meter. And you can have $600, $700, even $800 electric bill if that's all you run is emergency heat. So, which defeats the whole purpose of having a heat pump. So what happened is my unit's only 3 years old, and I fried somehow the defrost mode motherboard here. And just getting online and looking around, it turns out that this is actually a common issue with many heat pumps. So I had the AC guy come out. He quoted me $400 or $500 to repair. I went down and bought the board myself for 75 bucks, and I'm going to fix it right now. It's a simple fix. So first thing we've done, we've killed the power. Number one thing, you've got 220 running out here. Then I'm going to remove the board, and I've got a brand new board right here, and we're going to stick this board in. There's several wires. It's not tough. All the wires match right up identical. I'm going to just unplug them, plug them onto the new board. There's 2 screws holding the board in. It's really quite simple. Okay, on this particular unit, I have sensors. It tells this the defrost, when to defrost, when it's starting to freeze, and when it's defrosted and the heat pump can kick back in. You got a blue and a black wire. Unfortunately for me, they're soldered on the old board, and the new board, they're actually a plug, and I've got new sensors right here. So I do have to replace those. In the future, I can do this again. It'll just be a quick unplug, plug in. So the toughest part of this job is going to be, I'll just cut the wires, find them, replace them with the new sensors. So we're cutting the sensors. And then all I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and transfer all my wires straight over to the new board. Don't know what they are. I mean, they're labeled on here. This is the fan. I'm just going to plug it directly on here. Same spot. And I've checked, all of them are the same position. Okay. All right, so all my wires are now transferred. I'm going to unscrew the board, get it out of the way. Yeah, it is. Okay, so it's mounted in there nice and tight. All we lack now are 2 sensors. I'm going to pull off the coil cover over here and figure out where these guys are clipped on at and just replace them. All right, so we've taken this panel off. It's the wire that I clipped earlier was the blue wire for the coil wire. I'm just going to pull that out of here, and I'm going to follow that down, and you'll see it's clipped right down here on my coil. Okay, I've got the coil sensor routed through here. It's got the clip to just clip right onto the coil. just like that. And we're going to wire tie it up here. Okay, now I'm going to do the outside air temperature sensor. There's no clip or anything on this particular one. I'm just going to hang it in here like the other one was done. Okay, real important, make sure you put the rubber grommet back on there passing through that hole so that it doesn't vibrate your wires and short those out. Okay, now your sensors are in. All I've got to do is plug them back onto the new Defrost motherboard. Okay, now I'm going to clean it up with adding a couple of wire ties. While I'm in here, I'm going to go ahead and clean the leaves and stuff that are sitting in here, get them out. Okay, I've gone inside, I've turned my heat up to 90 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and flip the power on here. Okay, now when the AC guy came out, he showed me the test port. It even says test right here. If I short these two pins with a screwdriver, it will knock it into defrost mode. When we did this with the AC guy here, it didn't go into defrost mode. So hopefully it goes into defrost mode now. When it goes into defrost mode, the fan will quit blowing. Okay, now you've just heard the fan shut off. You've heard the condenser switch click and reverse the entire system. It's going into defrost mode. It's going to heat up to your coils, and these suckers will start defrosting the ice on them if needed, and you'll see smoke coming out of the top of this thing when it's cold outside. So what we've just done, folks, we just saved us about $500. Real quick, I want to talk about buying these AC and heat parts. Most stores require you to have the AC and heat license or be some type of AC heat guy, which I definitely am not. We're lucky enough in our area, we do have 2 or 3 stores out there that do sell to the public, and I was fortunate enough to be able to order that. Otherwise, you can go online and find these parts that you might need. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. All right, and that concludes this do-it-yourself video on how to replace the defrost motherboard on your heat pump. Hope you got something out of the video. I'm Rob Stewart, your how-to handyman, and if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself.